Or was it always meant to be this big? Oh. Okay,
Alright, hello everybody, welcome to, or good evening, or good morning, wherever you are in right now. Welcome to the finals of Touhou Tournament 2. It is going to be Rebel Conquest versus Refia Vridis. Joining me here is Yang, or Kali, sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, at least I never typed it. I made sure to always change it to Kali whenever I was, like, mentioning you. Alright, so, you can say hi.
alright.
So, say hi.
Has the warm-up started yet?
No, they're not. Well, you can... aren't you watching it?
Yes.
Don't you like the warm-up?
I don't know what stage they're in, like what point in the match they're in, so...
No, they're just starting warm-ups now.
Oh, gotcha. Is it not playing, or...?
I think we're waiting for people to join and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Gaucho. I'm gonna do the ping match grand final. Oh no, not grand finals. Finals. RC versus Refia Vridis. Here. No, don't ping. Wait, why is push to talk forced? Push to talk should not be forced.
Say that to the button I have to press down on my mouse.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Try now. Oh, he's gonna leave and come back in a sec. Hello, Louise. Can you talk normally now? Is it better now?
I think we're good.
Alright, we're good.
Yes.
Cool, we are good.
So yeah, not really much to comment on here. It's still just warm-ups. I will say that this first team RC, definitely a very promising looking team, and not gonna lie, gonna be very tough for Refia Vridis. They're not. I mean, again, both teams are really good, but just like the people on RC are definitely people you don't want to mess with, especially the front runners of the team, Apraxia, Fiery Rage, and Digital Hypno. All three are USA OWC players, and you have the other three, which are Fancy Lad, Bistro, and Rairuku, and you could very clearly argue that Fancy Lad and Bistro are the basically equivalent of next in line for OWC USA, and Rairuku, who was already in OWC for Australia. So, I mean, that's a power team to really fight against. Meanwhile, Refia Vridis, they although that their team is not bad, they definitely, like, the main players for that one are definitely going to be Crystal, Explosive, and Denyer Nazar. The other members, Sugiura Kanata, Milk Tea, and David Q2, they really do have to perform well on this pool in particular if they want to have a good shot at beating RC.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I will say this is. I mean, I've watched some of Praxian's Beastrol's streams. They really tried hard because like they actually they found a losers bracket. This is their losers bracket match. You know, they were sort of like the team to sort of beat. You know, seen as like, you know, the best team, and it's gonna be really interesting seeing how they play against Refia, even though Refia is it is a Chinese-based team. I think it's really interesting because, like, I mean, I sort of know some information about them, but like, they're sort of fairly unknown, right? Like, Crystal, David, Q2, and Denier are probably the three big names that you expect coming out of them. Also, I think Digital Hypno was like only in for like 2 maps. He was only in for the hidden maps last time, which is interesting. So we're gonna get the warm-up started here. I think it might just be the client might not be able to load the warm-up. That's gonna be a bit unfortunate. Don't you love the client, Kali?
We don't talk about the client.
Don't you? Well, I mean, you know, I just want to get your opinion on the client. What do you think of it? Don't you love it when it just doesn't load maps like this? And we had to sit here and listen to it, but oh, it is a loved 140 BPM map, which is interesting. We don't get to see it, but I will.
We can imagine the map. I think that's close enough.
We can. It's a Pro Box map. So anyways, what are your predictions for this match, Kali?
RC gonna have a pretty solid game. Maybe we could see Refia Vridis take off a couple points, but I think overall it's going to be RC taking this match pretty cleanly. And also, given the fact that this is the losers bracket, and considering the type of players on there, it's most likely going to be them giving their best and everything. So I don't really... I mean, again, maybe things could be different, but that's kind of what I'm expecting, given that, you know, they're probably going to try really hard to get this to happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're having a... we're trying to restart the client right now, so... bear with us while it looks a little bit glitched.
Dude, I really love Apraxia being on Refia Vridis. That's a pretty sudden alignment change.
Apraxia's not on Refia Vridis.
He was for a little bit.
Where he was?
It was just a client glitch. I'm trying to make a joke.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, alright. I'm sorry.
Dog, you just gotta, like, go with the flow.
No, I just didn't realize it till, like, now. Alright. This is a pretty slider-intensive map. This is like those, you know the really long back and forths on that one disco map? It was like You Made Me Realize?
Oh, yeah, that thingy.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
I mean, I think they just wanted a banger song for warm-up, which makes sense.
It's a pretty banger song. I would agree it's banger. But yeah, I mean, like you said, I think Refia could take some points off, especially if like Crystal or David Q pops off. Like, if those people just like go absolutely insane, they're gonna they can like take a few points off since. I mean, we saw last week, like, Rubber Conquest wasn't playing terrible last week. They were just... Coreano Rico just 2 AFC'd everything.
Alright, so it looks like it should be the bans and picks pretty soon. I believe that was the second.
There are no
warm-up.
bans in this tournament, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Okay, picks. I keep forgetting, but that throws me off. I'm so used to there being bans. Okay.
Yeah, there's picks and there's more picks. So we're gonna see the rolls here. Cindergoat says Mike Hill will be eliminated. What are your thoughts on that? Alright, thank you for your thoughts. I'm not sure if we're not getting any. Oh, okay. It's we're seeing the warm up coming from RC right now.
Go mid. Go darn it.
So
God,
yeah, this is the second warm up. Pick by Fiery Rage.
Should have went mid, guys.
What are your thoughts on this warm up? I really like this song.
There's no next time. We should have went mid. God, fuck, man. We messed that up badly. Should have went mid.
They went out Ivy. Down
This
middle.
is Dota. This is Dota, by the way. This is not CS:GO.
I Dota doesn't exist. Only Counter Strike.
No, this is not Counter Strike though.
God,
You can see on the title it says Dota 2.
Dota doesn't exist.
Solo mid.
But
Solo
it exists.
Battle goblins were in our base. God, fuck, man. And now the battle chest is taken.
Are we allowed to stream
Yeah, this is some explicit lyrics, I should say.
Are we actually allowed to like stream that? Like,
I think as long as it doesn't say like the N word, I think it's fine, right?
Go mid, bro. They're pushing.
Alright then.
Go mid. Go.
Because I'm pretty sure like doesn't like Vase like swear a bunch of times and it's fine.
God.
Yeah, probably.
Should have went mid, man.
Fiery Rage with a 400 combo.
Should have went mid, guys. Fucking. No, there is no next time. We should have went mid.
I actually wonder, is there a third player for Refia Vridis for this one?
I think they might. No. Wait, Fiery literally uploaded this right now.
Oh, what the heck?
He literally uploaded this.
Fuck, man. Should have went mid.
That's impressive.
God, I play this. God, oh my god. Solo mid. Solo middle.
Yeah, boss, we're sorry. This is a PG-18 stream.
God, fuck, man. And now the battle chest is taken. God, Jesus, fuck, man.
What does PG-18 even mean? You need parental guidance even though you're 18?
No, you need parental guidance if you're under 18.
God, should've went mid.
I think that's what it means.
You would just say R.
Fuck, man.
Well,
Should've went mid. God,
yeah, I know, boss. This is a really banger song.
God, fuck, man. Should've went mid. Damn it, man.
God, fuck, man. Should've went mid.
Still went mid. Didn't go mid. Should've went mid, man.
He actually just literally uploaded this just as we were talking. Oh my god.
Did he? I feel like he. I think I heard him drink some water. I think Apraxia would know a little bit about that.
I mean, yeah, he's obviously taking tips from Apraxia. You know, he's taking some pointers there. I really hope this song gets ranked soon, you know? Like, as you can see, it's just timed super well, and I think if you're able to time something like this, like...
Should've went mid, man. Mid, man. Should've went mid. God, fuck.
Oh,
Sugiura Kanata was playing the entire time. We just didn't get to see him because the client was glitching.
Yeah, I've been noticing that glitch happen a lot more recently.
Thanks, Peppy. And while the rolls happen, I'm gonna get some water, so, yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, Crystal rolling 100. Okay, well, it's not gonna matter. We are going to be seeing Refia 100% go first. if there's one tournament you want to roll 100 on immediately, it's definitely going to be this one.
I am back with my water. Who want to roll?
Crystal roll 100.
Wait. What?
Well,
I don't believe you.
It's there.
Oh my god. I shouldn't have gotten water, dude. Alright, well, I guess Refia Vridis does get the choice of pick here. Warm-ups are done now, and it is time for their choice. They're gonna choose first.
Alright, so let's see what they're gonna pick.
By the way, Craft, you should turn on stars, just a friendly reminder. There we go. It is best of 13, for anyone who does not know.
Man, I really love listening to this song during the Touhou tournament. Very Touhou related. I can totally imagine Cerno singing this right now.
Well, but Cerno's not real,
accurate.
so... Cerno's not real?
Huh?
Hi, Heatwave. Cerno's not real.
Huh?
Cerno is not real.
Alright,
And Touhou is anime.
Yeah, I believe it.
Alright, and people might not understand, but in Chinese they just said they're just gonna randomly pick Nomad 3.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So Nomad 3 is Akatsuki Records Bloodshed. This one is a 3-minute long, 157 BPM map. Main note to keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, this one is a little bit more of an alt map, so...
No, it's actually, it's basically an alt map. It's very important to note that this is sort of, it's not really your, well, I mean, I guess it's an average alt map, but the thing distincting this from last week's is that last week was a lot more of an awkward flowing. This is a lot more flowy, but also the spacing on some of these maps some of these notes are pretty huge, so.
I would also like to add that Fancy Lad has a perfect score on this map with V1.
I think Fancy and Bistro both have FCs on this.
So Bistro, no. Fancy has an SS with perfect. In fact, actually,
but I'm saying he FC'd it in practice. I'm pretty sure he has, and so has Fire Rage. We could. The 3-way potential is here, but it'll just be down to whether if they actually pull it off or not.
I mean, pulling it off in the match is definitely going to be a little interesting. I don't know if it's likely, but anyway, we're actually going to see right now. So, map should be starting soon if the client works. Okay, anyway, so we're just going to have to start without Fancy Lad on the screen for a little bit. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go, he's back. He's back.
So, Fiery already starting off with a break. Definitely not a good start for a longer map like this. Building up combo is really important. And Fancy getting another break too.
So what happened to you saying Fancy getting an SS when Crystal and David are holding SSs right now?
You do realize I mentioned the SS because he has one on the leaderboard, right?
Oh really? Okay, well.
He has it with perfect. That's why I was talking about
I see. That. Oh, perfect mod. I thought you were talking about like SSing. Like on
no, that's what I was... Okay, anyway, so Bistro holding the only full combo for our RC right now. Denier, the only break on Refia Vridis so far. Crystal and David Q2 still actually holding SS, ironically enough. However, this is a slower section. The next PI should be coming up pretty soon.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, is like Crystal and David Q have a lot of potential, and then if they are able to perform like this, they can really take some points off. Soul holding the
Crystal
SS,
missing that entire section there. Fiery also finding a break, but those misses from Crystal definitely going to bring down the score. Oh, and all the combos gone from Refia Vridis and 2 players from RC breaking. Fancy is the only one still holding through that section, and that's going to bring the scoreline over to RC pretty much immediately.
Yeah, and a bit of free combo here it's gonna mean, but Denier breaks on the free combo part. He's not really enjoying this map at all. And combo-wise, Fantilat's got the 700 combo. I'm not sure if that's an FC because he broke earlier, right?
Yeah, he broke earlier.
Yeah, he did break earlier, so.
And even if he doesn't get the FC, just the fact he's able to hold combo throughout this section should be enough to give the score advantage to RC. But I don't know, I mean, because that'd be a good breakpoint to start off on for RC. All right, now down to this last Ki section, last quarter of the map.
Fancy might pull out the reverse choke here.
Yeah, everyone holding combo in the lobby so far, so really any mistakes here could potentially cost the point.
Well, here comes the last few ult patterns. The spacing on these are huge.
And only Crystal breaking.
Yeah, everyone hitting that huge space ult pattern at the very end. I think this is going to go to RC, Rebel Conquest. Even though
I don't
slightly glitch client, but
well,
I think we know the result nonetheless.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's just client being client, yeah. So well, we won't get to see the final scores exactly, but either way, that's going to be a solid, I think about 2 million from RC if it kept going at the pace it was.
Yeah, RC got 2,032,000. Refia got 1.7 million, so pretty good performance from FancyLad.
Alright, now we're going into Nomad 2. This is the 215 BPM stream map, or more or less stamina, honestly.
This is the worst pick in the pool.
Yeah, the main thing about this map is that there is one section in the middle that's really weird. It's like a cut stream, sort of, but not really. It's really janky. I honestly don't know who's gonna hit it, but if someone does manage to hit it, that would be pretty, not only cool, but also important for getting the point. So
I mean, I think that one cut stream is pretty impactful, but there's just a lot of speed in the pool itself, so.
I mean, at the level that these players are, I don't think the BPM should be as much of an issue, but more or less just getting as much combo. Especially on a pattern a map that has so many weird patterns like this. And, unsurprisingly, we're going to be seeing Apraxia, Digital Hypno, Beastrol. Probably 3 of the better candidates for a map like this.
I'm surprised they don't have, why don't they have Rairuku?
Maybe.
Because I would assume someone like Rairuku would be really good for a map like this.
Maybe Rairuku. I mean, it is 4 UTC, so that might be a little bit weird for Rairuku depending on the schedule.
I think he's Australian, right? So like it's like noon for him? No, not even noon. It's like 2 PM for him. Either they don't have Rairuku or.
Yeah, it should be about like midday-ish, but either way. Milk Tea and actually, yeah, I think Milk Tea is the only person swapping in for Refia Vridis. So I mean, honestly, I'm really gonna have to favor RC on this one just because Apraxia has been known to be one of the fastest players in the game. And when I say fast, I mean consistently. Habib also pretty good at maps at this BPM range, and Beast really improving at this range recently. So I don't really know. I mean, maybe Denier Nazar and David Q can pull something off, but let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. They don't have Rairuku here. I'm still wondering what they were thinking behind the decision. Denier has shown to be pretty good on stream maps, though, so that's someone you should watch out for on Refia. Axe slightly favoring the side of Refia at least. Until the first Ki now.
Yeah, so far, Average Jack is just a little bit higher on Refia. However, Praxia is still holding 99 actually, as we go into this first Ki section. Bistro a little bit down for the count at the moment, but there we see David Q missing a fair amount of that stream. Also getting a lot of
I'm not sure that was just Shake. Yeah, I'm not sure that was just Shake. His cursor moved quite violently on one of those streams, and he hit a bunch of 50s. That could be the client, but I have no idea.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
Either way, that's going to be a massive disadvantage for Refia, and also Milk Tea getting a slider break going into this solo. Not a good start. Still a 3-way FC on the side of RC, and Bistro is improving his accuracy all the way up to about 99, which is actually matching up very well with Refia Vridis. Denier Nazar still holding an FC for Refia, but it really is going to have to require some breaks from RC in order for them to get the point.
Ooh, a slider break from Milk Tea, and also misaim of that last stream for David Q. I mean, I think act-wise he's actually not doing so bad. The reason his act is just so low is just because he's misaiming all these streams and getting all these misses in.
Yeah, the aim portion on this map is very difficult, so not surprising that we'd be seeing some breaks. However, we are still seeing a 3-way FC from RC. Denier finally getting a break, so there's no combo left on Refia. This is basically a dead point. So now, the real question is, will RC do the thing?
Will RC 3-way FC?
Oh, okay, just as I said,
and right as I say that,
Digital
I
Hypno
cursed
also getting a
Bistro and
break.
Hypno. I mean,
Praxia is still
that,
holding it.
Yeah, Praxia still has the FC. Even though this is pretty much a point for RC, Denier did get pretty good, for his team at least. A solid 550k. Like I said, he was probably one of the stream players to watch out for, since he's shown his proficiency on streams, but it was not enough. Second point to RC.
Very impressive showing from Praxia, getting the full combo, and Bistro and Habib very good in also helping out. However, definitely a hard map for David Q to keep up on. Denier, really the only comparable score, and even though that was lower than Bistro and Digital Hypno score individually. So that was pretty much set once we got about halfway through the map. But I mean, that was RC's pick expected. You know, there are no bans, so you can't exactly cancel out the skill pick you're not used to. So now let's see what Refia Vridis is gonna pull out for potentially getting back the momentum. Losing that, they lost that first point as a break point. So really, if they keep letting it happen and they lose this one, then it'll be RC's pick again, and that could potentially lead to a 4-0. So really curious to see what Refia decides. We have not seen any other mods.
Should we call him? Actually, I just realized I probably shouldn't be asking this on stream. Should we be calling him RC or Rubber Conquest? I think we should be calling him Rubber Conquest because that's what their actual name is. And Refia Vridis are going to be picking Nomad 4, a custom map mapped by Mun and Heatwave. So I'm not sure they're still watching, but special shout out to them for mapping this. It's a fairly slow tech map, only 128 BPM, but it does pick up, and it is fairly long as well. I thought RC means Raid Shadow.
I don't know how you get that conclusion, but more power.
I mean,
to
we
you.
could. Do we want to say this stream is advertised by Raid Shadow Legends?
I prefer the stream to be a little bit more professional, and I don't want to be associated with that. So basically, no.
Okay, I guess we won't do it then.
Yeah, sorry I'm a buzzkill, I just, don't want to talk about Shadow Legends in the Touhou tournament.
It's okay, we're not gonna sell. We're not sellouts. I assure us. I assure the audience that we're not sellouts. This is a map that Fancy Lad's gonna come in for this. There's some very fast SV sliders, so and Fancy Lad is known for being able to somehow hit a lot of really fast sliders on mouse. Shout out to the Alternator compilation, Hard Rock FC.
So main thing to look out for on the this map in particular is the fact that it's the key eyes that really pick up in difficulty. So if anyone can hit through them, then it's basically going to be free combo during the slow sections. So I honestly don't really know who will take this one, given that Refia Vridis picked this. But anyway, let's see.
They seem pretty confident on it. They did switch out what was his name, Denier for Crystal, and and Apraxia for Fancy Lad on the side of Rubber Conquest.
Very curious to see Beastrel in here actually, but maybe he's just comfortable with the patterns.
Yeah, there are some pretty nasty circle slider patterns in this. A lot of backdrop on the build-up from both Crystal and Milk Tea. I mean, this is SV2, so Slider Act does count. And those early drops are...
Alright, so that was the easy intro section, so no breaks just yet. I don't really know if the extra spinner advantage will do anything for Rubber Conquest, but maybe we could see that come into play later.
Yeah, there could be a bit of bonus for them. I don't think it was very much. It was probably only about 10,000 points, so... But that could make the difference as we get into the first Ki here.
Break it up.
Alright, here comes the major diff spike. Right now we see Fiery and Fancy holding phenomenal accuracy at about 99. David Q not too far behind, but just I say that he's going to be breaking on the Buzz Slider, and same goes for Crystal. It's not only Milk Tea with the full combo on Refia Vridis.
Yeah, unfortunate slider break on the Buzz Sliders. I believe that was a 1/8 Buzz Sliders, so...
Yeah, definitely you really gotta practice those kinds of sliders and really pay attention to holding on the entire duration. But either way, seems like everyone has gotten through the first Ki relatively well. This is one of the more free sections of the map.
And the tournament client is going to pause as per usual. I think we're just going to wait for it. There we go. We're back.
So right now, still the three-way FC on the side of Rubber Conquest, one FC on Refia Vridis, and this is a slower section build up into the next Ki. Like I said, really the extra combo build up is going to be pretty detrimental for Refia. The score lead is getting farther and farther away, and it's about 400,000.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of score, three-way FC still from Rubber Conquest, and while Milk Tea does have the FC, Zach is barely 95.8, barely near 96. Meanwhile, Fancy and Fire Rage are both holding 99% FCs. If there's any point that both players could break in the map, it is going to be this upcoming Ki, and this could change everything, despite the huge score difference. We'll have to see.
Break it up.
Crystal getting the break, that is one of the combos down for Refia. Insane thing for David Q, but Milk Tea still holding it. So that is really, if they want to have any chance of getting this, they need Rubber Conquest to miss, but they are looking solid throughout this section.
And Milk Tea still holding the FC, although Zach, that is the end of the Ki. The ending is pretty simple. It is going to be a 3-way FC for Rubber Conquest. Despite the fact that You know, they were defeated last week against Koreano Rico. They really have stepped up this week. They really have practiced, and it really shows. The 3 UFC on Hell Sun.
It's a very
I mean, he knows the ending is easy.
I know, but
He's
it's
just
very
flexing at this
interesting to look
point.
at. So yeah, that is going to be 3 UFC. Fancyland and Fiery Rage both getting 980k, Beastrel getting 920k, and Milk Tea getting 880k. However, the supporting, even if Crystal and David QFC, their accuracies would not be able to match up with Fiery and Fancyland. So really, that was just a done point. There really isn't much you can do to fight against that. So very solid performance overall from everyone, but Rubber Conquest just asserting their dominance, proving that they are not to be slept on. Especially even if last weekend they did lose, they want to prove it this time and assert their dominance.
I think something else that's really interesting is we're gonna have to see these scores, see what floating up in Koreano if they do pick a Hell Sun, because like earlier we saw Pepoli versus Siki. Pepoli won, but their total score on Hell Sun was only like 2 million. Like it wasn't even, you know, it wasn't 3 million. It wasn't well, it wasn't this, so it'll be really interesting. Rubber Conquest picking the Nomad 5, the speed map. We hate Touhou. I just want to clarify that here at Touhou Tournament Productions Incorporated, we do not hate Touhou. In fact, we love Touhou. That is simply the title. Right, Kali?
I actually just like the dojins. I don't really care about the game, but that's besides the point. You know, I think Akali is the right idea here. Anyway, so this map is a speed aim map. The 250 BPM is the key point of it for sure. Honestly, I'd argue this is just way more focused on the aim than the speed. But again, if you aren't comfortable with 250 BPM at this level, then that could be a bit of an issue.
Do you know how hard it is to find speed picks at this level?
I mean, I'm aware of that, but I don't know.
It is very difficult.
Even then, this is definitely going to be one of the speedier maps. No, I think everyone here can handle 250. I really don't see that being the main factor. I just argue the aim, if anything else. So, and also this is Rubber Conquest pick, so they're probably super confident on it.
I mean, Apraxia. I mean, we don't really see Beastrel as or Fire Rage as a speed player, but I mean, it is more bursty than actual 250 like death streams or whatever. So, or in the words of I guess we're having a bit of client issue.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for this one to kind of sort itself
I don't think the
out.
current scores reflect too much on how the match is going to go. We're gonna have to wait for.
Gotta give it a good old panic slap.
Oh, I guess it doesn't need a panic slap.
Oh, what? Wait, whoa, wait.
That was.
Was that Crystal Wait, ref. Okay, maybe the ref should check whether that was a disconnect.
I don't
on
think Crystal left. I think he's just playing, but the client's not catching him. Yeah, he's still playing.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure because that's a little weird. You don't really see just one player being gone from the client like that.
We're gonna have to wait for him to play the rest of the map everyone's just waiting for him to catch up, you know.
Well,
he does drop quite a bit of AC on those 250 bursts, so I think you mentioned that people can't handle the burst, which is true, but people may not necessarily be able to handle the spam bursts and the jumps they may be able to do, but not some of the longer ones.
Yeah, Crystal and David Q both getting a break here. Praxi actually got a break pretty early on in the map, but he's still hitting the rest of this. In fact, actually, he's holding the second highest accuracy right behind Denier Nazar. Yeah, Crystal in particular really having a hard time with this one. Everyone is holding about 96 accuracy, and he's sitting there at 92. So pretty big buffer on the side of RC.
Yeah, he struggled on the burst pretty early. I mean, seeing as he's getting his act back up, oh, there he misses, but he was probably just a little bit uncomfortable on those triples in the beginning. And a three-way break from Refia Vridis. I mean, we did see a break from Rubber Conquest earlier. Bistro still in one full comboing right now.
Yeah, Bistro now holding the second highest accuracy in the lobby, right behind Apraxia. This is looking like it's going to be a solid point for RC if the pace keeps going at it. If it keeps going at the same paces. Man, I can't talk right now. Yeah, I mean, this map really doesn't stop, but the score lead is just so massive that I don't think there's really any way for them to get it.
The slider break from those buzz sliders. I mean, everyone broke on those.
No, Praxian
I
Fighters
believe.
hit it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm saying everyone broke on those on Refia Vridis on those buzz sliders near the very end. And it's going to be another decisive win for Rubber Conquest again.
And Praxia left very quickly on that one, but his score is not disqualified.
I think he left quickly. It's because we're really behind. Like, remember how like the client took a long time to? It was like really delayed. I think that's why.
Oh right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So they probably have the next pick up. I think. Yeah, HT2. Okay. And Fancy Lad coming in for HT2.
Yeah, Fancy can definitely read hidden. So.
And they might keep the same roster for this map. Possibly. And I think we're not going to see any too big changes. Bistro definitely left. I think they might have him in for Hypno in. For something like this. Or no, Bistro's going to stay. I guess
Yeah,
they
no,
might not
Bistro,
have...
he can handle hidden a little bit now.
Yeah, he can handle AR hidden. We saw that last round with... he got the highest score on the AR HD last week. So you can definitely handle it.
Alright, well, here we go. This is going to be, I believe this is actually Refia Vridis' pick so far.
Yeah, this is their pick. It will be Rubber Conquest's third breakpoint.
If they win. Oh yeah, Fiery already starting off with a break. Not very happy with that one. However, the overlaps in this are definitely something to look out for. Oh, Fancy and Beast both getting breaks. Meanwhile, still 3-way FC for Refia Vridis. Even though this early on in the map, those misses, really, on a map like this, anything counts.
And still 3-way FC for Refia Vridis. This might be one of their more comfort picks.
So Fancy getting another break. Yeah, Fancy having a really hard time with this one, actually. Daniel finally getting a break, though. Still 2 FCs on the side of Refia Vridis. Although, Fire Rage and Bistro are not too far behind, and Fiery's accuracy is pretty good, too, at 99.33. I'll just say that he's going to be breaking. Now only one high combo left on the Rubber Conquest.
It is going to be Bistro, despite his act not showing that it's too strong.
Oh, everyone breaking except for Fancy One. Okay, looks like it's gonna be a full combo reset. At the pace it's going right now, though, we could potentially see the score shift over to Rubber Conquest. Okay, I don't know where Mike went, but anyway, Fancy One gonna be getting a break, so that's one of the major combos gone. And Fiery getting a break as well. This is a really close scoreline, and there is definitely enough map for Rubber Conquest to take it back, but that break from Fiery is going to make it pretty difficult. Rubber Conquest are going to need Refia Vridis, at least one or two of them to break, and that is the break for David Q. Oh, there's the break from Fancy Lad actually, so I think it should be set for Refia Vridis to take this point. Yeah, there it is. So now the scoreline is going to be 4-1. Refia Vridis not getting break pointed again, which is a good start. This may be a way for them to get some momentum back. Definitely Crystal doing really well on this one. David Q as well. Really, it was just down to the fact that Crystal was able to act that better. Also, just got notification from Mike that he will not be able to commentate anymore, having some personal things come up at the moment, so I will be solo commentating. Alright, so this is going to be Rubber Conquest's next pick here. Again, no ban, so Hard Rock DT and Fremont have not been touched. Yeah, I guess you could say Mike was eliminated, but I don't know. No, I didn't forcefully bench Mike. We're going to be seeing double time too. Finally, the first double time map to be picked. This is Tosh featuring Tsukiko Floating Darkness. This is 2 minutes long, 273 BPM. And honestly, just looking at the BPM alone, it's pretty clear. It's going to be the main speed map of the DT pool. So, very good job on choosing this speed map, considering what happened with No Mod 5, I believe. Refia Vridis had a really hard time on it, so now they're going to be seeing, I'm pretty sure, the same lineup, or similar lineup now, for Rubber Conquest, and the same lineup for Refia Vridis as No Mod 5. Alright, looks like we should be having the map start soon. So far, Milk Tea and Apraxia holding the SS. Really haven't seen many of the more bursty sections of the map so far, but we are seeing a Bistro with a 94 and a Digital Hypno with a 96. Oh, there's the break from Denyazar after that Buzz Slider. That is going to be pretty detrimental moving into this next section here. Oh, but then we're going to be seeing a break from Digital Hypno and Milk Tea at the same time. Now there's 2 full combos left on Rubber Conquest and only 1 on Refia Vridis. Daniel Nazar getting a break. Or is that longer burst and... Wow, I think everyone got through that one. And Apraxia holding the SS! This is going to be very important, especially seeing how he is the one of the full combos and the highest score in the lobby. Oh, Danus are getting another break on those buzz sliders. Yeah, really, he's just having a hard time comboing in general. Reasonably so, but still. Gonna be pretty bad for Refia Vridis. Milk Tea getting a break as well. David Q still holding that full combo. Oh, just like I said, he's gonna be breaking. Digital Hypno also breaking. However, the 2 full combos on RC's side still standing. D-Stroll with a 95 and Apraxia with a 99.5. This is a set point. The score lead is getting up to 1 million now for Rubber Conquest and higher. And there it is, the 2-way FC and the 500k from, actually 600k really, from Digital Hypno. Good performance from everyone in Rubber Conquest. Refia Vridis not too far behind, but fortunately very hard for Denier to hold a combo. His accuracy was actually almost right behind Digital Hypno's, but fortunately, combo game really does hurt. So that's going to be scoring like 5-1. Although that was RC's pick, so definitely more expected. It was a speed map. Now let's see what Refia Vridis is going to go with. We're going to be seeing Hard Rock 3, not Hard Rock 4, Hard Rock 3 being picked. This is Jericho Shattered Aya, map by Heatwave for this tournament. This map is a CS 5.85 finger control map, mostly filled with 1/3 and 1/4 sections. This is going to be very intense in terms of accuracy. Alright, we are seeing Gluck funds out now, so map should be starting soon. We're actually going to be seeing Sugiura Kanata for the first time during this match come in for the Hard Rock. Alright, so we're not going to be seeing any breaks during the beginning section of the map here. However, accuracy overall definitely going to be higher on the side of Rubber Conquest. In fact, actually, there's going to be no breaks at all as we go into this, I believe, first Ki. Or build up to the first Ki, rather. Crystal getting the first break and sending for David Q. So now there's going to be 2 full combos gone from Refia Vridis. Crystal getting another break on the Buzz Slider. Now only Sugiura Kanata being the only... Okay, never mind. Now there's going to be no combo left on Refia Vridis. Still 3 full combos on the side of Rubber Conquest. Now, we're going into a bit more of a slow section. It's going to be more score advantage, just piling in for Rubber Conquest. Apraxia getting a miss on the, I believe, 1/3 section. So that's going to be only 2 full combos on the side of Rubber Conquest. Oh, Sugiura Kanata finally breaking. That's going to be a major combo down. Same thing goes for David Q. Crystal, the only combo left on Refia Vridis. Oh, David Q and Sugiura breaking right before this like cut stream section. Crystal finally getting breaks, so now it's a full combo reset on the side of Refia Vridis. Still comboing on Rubber Conquest, and 2 full combos from Fire Rage and Beastrel. And there it is, that's going to be the 2 AFC and 600k from Rubber Conquest. Refia Vridis having an average of about 400,000, but either way, this is going to be a very solid point for Rubber Conquest, making the scoreline 6-1. So definitely going to be tough on Refia Vridis. Now it's match point, so any more losses and they are going to be out of the tournament. And actually that was a break point, so it's going to be Rubber Conquest picking now. Plenty of options to go with. We still have not seen a free mod. Very good job to Fire Rage and Beastrel C for getting the full combos there. Fire Rage with about 97 and Beastrel with about 95. Apraxia also doing a great support score. So now it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they go with next. Alright, we're going to be seeing Hard Rock 2 come in for Rubber Conquest. This is Romantic Children by Barking Mad Dog. As in, like, map by Barking Mad Dog. This is a CS 6.5 map. Mainly the thing to look out for are the fact that it has some very, very wide jumps during some sections. And it is CS 6.5, so precision is going to be very rough. Fiery asking the ref to kick Beastrel MC for playing Tetris. Okay, never mind, looks like he's done. Fascinating. I don't think wait, did the map actually properly change for the client? I don't think it did. Or, because I see it's changed on the top of the screen, but I don't think the song changed. Oh god, okay, that is some very weird audio glitching. Alright, well, looks like the map should be starting soon. I don't think the client will show it. Yeah. Alright, okay, now the map is going to be loading properly. We're going to be seeing a little bit of client issues so far, but looks like it's going to be fixed. Now we have our final lineup. It's going to be Apraxia, Fiery Rage, and Fancy Lad, David Q, Denier, Nazar, and Crystal on the side of Refia Vridis. This is going to be a pretty rough match point. Fancy Lad, David Q getting a break. Crystal actually got a break a little bit earlier as well, so now only Denier, Nazar, Apraxia, and Fiery Rage holding the full combos in the lobby. This is on the shorter side, so really any breaks are gonna mean a lot. Actually, Fire Rage getting a break. So now just Denier and Apraxia fighting it up. Fiery Crystal and David Q getting breaks. Fancy Lad's starting to build up a combo. Oh, just I say they're going to be breaking. So it's still a battle between Apraxia and Denier Nazar and the supporting combos. David Q not having a fun time with this. I mean, a lot of pressure on Denier. Really, he needs to carry this for his team. Oh, Apraxia finally gonna be breaking them, missing on a large set of notes for a burst there. So now Denier holding a significant combo advantage. Crystal getting a break though, and Fire Rage and Fancy Lad are starting to build up a bit themselves, but if David Q can keep... Okay, never mind. So now it's just gonna be Denier holding the full combo. Right now, Denier, the score lead is going to be going over very slowly but surely to the side of Refia Vridis. Apraxia getting another break. There is barely enough map as long as everyone can keep holding their combo. Refia Vridis should be able to get another point off. But there's the break for Denier Nazar. Oh no, I think that's going to be it. Fancy Light getting a break as well, but Fiery's combo is going to be enough to hold it back. And Crystal, David Q missing at the end. That is going to seal it, so our final score is going to be 7-1 in favor of Rubber Conquest. We're going to be seeing Rubber Conquest move on into the Losers Grand Finals, I believe. Or actually, no, I forgot. They have one more match! They have one more match to do this weekend. That is going to be, and since the other match was already decided, People Leave versus CE, with People Leave winning that one, it is going to be People Leave versus Rubber Conquest coming up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in 15 hours exactly at 19 UTC. So that is going to be it for this match. Very good effort from Refia Vridis. Unfortunately, they are going to be out of the tournament now. Rubber Conquest gonna really have to fight their way through to get back into the grand finals, but either way, that is going to be a solid match. Be sure to stay tuned for the future matches that are going to be coming up later today in UTC time. I've been your commentator, Kali. Thanks to XZCraftP for getting the handling the stream. Oh wow, the stuff's on the screen. Nice. Thanks to Dizzy for refereeing the match as well, and thanks to Mike for commentating. Unfortunately, he was not able to stick around for the rest of the match. That is going to be it from us at Touhou Tournament 2, and see you all next time.
See you next time.